The new trading day started in the Asian Pacific session with President Trump speaking, saying that he would back off a little bit on China and look to make a deal, but it would take a while, and there's going to still be tariffs, but they're not going to be at 145%. Admitted that the situation with China is in an embargo situation, meaning no trade, and that is going to be hurtful to things like supply chains and also the potential for growth and inflation and so on and so forth. We'll see how it all pans out and see what his next comments might be. He also mentioned that he would back off on his comments from firing Mr. Too Late, a major loser, Fed Chair Powell, saying he wants Powell to be more active on rates instead. We'll see how long that lasts as well. Anyway, what we did see off the comments was that the dollar did get stronger. The euro versus U.S. dollar and pound versus U.S. dollar fell sharply at the start of the day, but has since been recovering back up and really are a little changed at the moment. The euro versus U.S. dollar is down minus 0.11%. The pound versus U.S. dollar is down minus 0.19% versus the dollar versus yen. That currency pair is up 0.10%. So there is modest gains in those currency pairs. I'll go through the technicals that are driving them in this video. So let's get started. Looking at the euro versus US dollar on the hourly chart and trading yesterday, I said that we needed to get below the 100-hour moving average, and then we needed to get below the 200-hour moving average and stay below those levels. Well, on the first hour of trading, the price did move to the downside off of those Trump comments, and we saw the pair move all the way down toward, this level right through here, which comes in at the 1.1303, just above the 1.3 level. Maybe it was a little higher than that, at the 1.5 or something like that. But there we go, 1.1305. That was short of this level down through here, and also short of the 38.2% retracement of the move to the upside. What we needed to see was that the price stay below the 200-hour moving average, stay below the 100-hour moving average. As you can see, the price has since rotated back to the upside. It did actually move a little bit back above the 100-hour moving average. It took the price higher on the day versus the close right here. So all the gains, all the moves to the downside, the gains of the dollar were erased, but the price has since rotated back to the downside, and we seem to have a battle between the 100-hour moving average above the blue line and the 200-hour moving average above 200-hour moving average below the green line. That will be decided with either a break to the upside or a break to the downside in trading here today. So watch those levels closely. They will give you your short-term clues for the euro versus US dollar. But what we do know is that off of the after this sharp move to the upside in the end of March, early April, where the price moved from 1.07 all the way up to 1.15. It's about, 800 pips in a very short amount of time. We did extend off the daily chart to a new above this swing area right here, but it's since rotated back to the downside. Another key level in play is 1.127071 to 75 level. This high price going back to 2023 was at 1.1275, and the 61.8% retracement of the range since 2020 comes in at 1.12709. So if I go back to the hourly chart and I take a look at the this 73 level, that sort of dissects that area right through there. So this is going to be key support, and you can see as price moved down, we got within about 28 pips or 30 pips of that level. I really didn't test it that strongly, but keep that in mind if they do start to move to the downside. Let's take a look at the dollar versus yen next. We'll look at the hourly chart for this currency pair, and like the euro versus US dollar, we needed to get above the 100 and 200-hour moving average, and did off of those comments. But then, like the euro versus US dollar, we fell back below the 200-hour moving average, and since then we're battling between the 100 and 200-hour moving average. Same story. Different currency pair. The 100-hour moving average comes in at 141.57. The 200-hour moving average comes in at 142.25. Will we get a dollar rebound and break above the 200-hour moving average again, pushing the price up toward the 38.2% retracement, or will the price fail and move back below the 100-hour moving average? That's a decision tree for traders in the short term here for this currency pair. What we do know is that the price did break above the 200-hour moving average. That was positive. We should have gone higher. We did. Could we stay above that level? No. And once we fell below the level, the buyers turned to sellers again. But we came into support, so that we're more of a neutral level in the short term for the dollar versus yen. Finally, let's take a look at the sterling versus US dollar. And unlike the dollar versus yen, unlike the euro versus US dollar, the price low that we saw off of the initial reaction to the downside in the pound versus US dollar, the move higher in the US dollar, found support against the 200-hour moving average right here that did its job. We also found support in this swing area. I need to go to the 4-hour chart to show you the significance of that swing area. I gotta even bring it back even further. Go back to this area right through here where we had different swing lows and swing highs. Yes, it moved above, but we moved above it here and then found support against it. We found support against it and then moved below it. So this area right here, that'll be near the 1.32. Looks like 2.1 up to 4.5. Did its job of holding support as well. Once again, also within that area is the 200-hour moving average, and that did its job as well. So this area and the 200-hour moving average are key support on the downside. On the top side, we did move back above the 100-hour moving average, but it was relatively brief. But the last hour or so of trading has been below that level. So there's a battle going on between it. Also, might want to pay attention to the 1.32922 level. That was this high price going back to last week's trading. If we move back below that with more momentum and get below the 200-hour moving average, that's what we want to see in this currency pair to increase the bearish bias. If it can't do that, then the bias remains more in the buyer's favor. So there you have it. A look at 3 of the major currency pairs. Kickstart your trading day. My name is Greg Michalowski. Good fortune with your trading. Bye-bye.